Class 8 Geography, Chapter 4 Industries. Have you ever thought of the fact that the notebook you use for writing has come to you after a long process of manufacturing? It started its life as a part of a tree. It was cut down, transferred to the pulp mill. There, the wood of the tree was processed and converted into the wood pulp. It was cut down, transported to pulp mill. Wood was processed, converted into the wood pulp. The wood pulp was mixed with pulps, chemicals, and finally changed into paper by machine. This paper found its way to the press, where ink made from chemicals was used to print the lines on the pages. The pages were then bound in the form of a notebook, packed and sent to the market for sale. Finally, it reached your hand. Secondly, activities of manufacturing change the raw material into products of more value to people. As you have seen, pulp was changed into paper and paper into a notebook. This represents two stages of manufacturing process. The paper made from the pulp and the cloth made from the cotton have also value added to them at each stage of the manufacturing process. In this way, the finished product has some more value and utility than the raw material that is made from. Industry refers to an economic activity that is concerned with the production of the good, extraction of the minerals, or the provision of the service. Thus, we have iron and steel industry, production of good, coal mining industry, extraction of coal, प्रोडक्शन जहाँ पे आयरन स्टील इंडस्ट्री है, प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गुड, कोल माइनिंग यहाँ पे एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ कोल करता है, टूरिज्म सर्विस प्रोवाइडर, टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री या सर्विस प्रोवाइडर. क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज कैन क्लासिफाइड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द रॉ मटेरियल साइज एंड द ओनरशिप. रॉ मटेरियल इंडस्ट्रीज में भी एग्रो बेस्ड, मिनरल बेस्ड, मैरीन बेस्ड एंड फॉरेस्ट बेस्ड डिपेंडिंग ऑन द टाइप ऑफ द रॉ मटेरियल दे यूज. एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज यूज द प्लांट एंड एनिमल बेस्ड प्रोडक्ट्स एज देयर रॉ मटेरियल. फूड प्रोसेसिंग, वेजिटेबल ऑयल, कॉटन, टेक्सटाइल, डेयरी प्रोडक्ट्स एंड लेदर इंडस्ट्रीज आर एग्जांपल ऑफ द एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज. Plant animal waste product as their raw material. Food processing, vegetable oil, cotton, textile, dairy product, leather industries are example of agro-based industries. Mineral-based industries are primary industries that use mineral ore as their raw material. The product of these industries feed other industries. Mineral-based. Iron made from iron ore is the product of mineral-based industry. This is used as the raw material for the manufacture of a number of other products such as heavy machinery, building materials, railway coaches. Marine-based industries use products from the sea and the ocean as raw material. Okay, agro uses plant and animal waste product as the raw material. Food processing, vegetable oil, mineral based are primary industries that uses mineral oil as their raw material. The product of this industry feed other industry. Iron made from iron ore is the product of the mineral based industry. This is used as raw material for manufacture of a number of other products such as heavy machinery, building materials and railway coaches. Marine based industries use products from the sea and the ocean as raw material. Industries processing seafood or manufacturing fish oil are some examples. Forest-based industries utilize forest produce as raw material. The industries associated with the forest are the pulp, paper, pharmaceutical, furniture, and building. Forest produce these industries associated with the forest are the pulp, paper, pharmaceutical, furniture, and building. Side. It refers to the amount of the capital invested, the number of the crop employed, and the volume of the production. Based on size, industries can be classified into small-scale, large-scale industry, cottage or household industry, and a type of small-scale industry where the products are manufactured by hand by the artisans. Manufactured by hand by the artisan. And basket weaving, pottery, and other handicrafts are examples of the cottage industry. Small-scale industries use a lesser amount of capital and technology as compared to large-scale industries that produce large volume of product. Investment of capital is higher and the technology used is superior in large-scale industry. Silk weaving, food processing industry are small-scale industries. Production of automobile and heavy machinery are large-scale industry. Ownership. Industries can be classified into private sector, state-owned, public sector, joint sector, cooperative sector. Private sector industries are owned and operated by the individual or a group of individuals. Private sector industries are owned and operated by individual or a group of individuals. The public sector industries are owned and operated by the government, such as Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Steel Authority of India Limited. Joint sector industries are owned and operated by the state and the individual or a group of individuals. Maruti Suzuki Udyog Limited is an example of a joint sector industry. Cooperative sector industries are owned and operated by the producers or the suppliers of the raw material, workers, or both. Industries are owned operated by the producer or suppliers of raw material. Cooperative sector industries are owned and operated by the producer or supplier of raw material or workers or both. Anand Milk Union Limited and Sudhar Area are successful stories of a cooperative venture. Factors affecting the location of industry. The factors affecting the location of industries are the availability of the raw material and land, water, labor, power, capital, transport, market. Industries are situated where some or all of these factors are easily available. Sometimes the government provides incentives like subsidized power or low transport costs. Other infrastructure so that industries may be located in backward areas. Industrialization often leads to development and growth of the town and the cities. Okay. Industrialization often leads to the development and the growth of the towns and cities. एक सेकेंड raw material, land, water, labor, power, capital, transport, market, industry associated where some of all these factors are easily available. When the government provides incentives like subsidized power, lower transport cost, and other infrastructure so that industry may be located in backward areas. Transport cost, subsidized power, infrastructure. Industrialization often lead to development and growth of the town and the city. Okay, raw material, labor, capital, market, power. कितनी चीज़? 7 चीज़ें बताई. रॉ मटेरियल, लेबर, कैपिटल, मार्केट, ट्रांसपोर्ट, लैंड, पावर. Industrial system. An industrial system consists of the input, the process, and the output. These inputs are the raw material, labor, and cost of land, transport, power, and other infrastructure. The process includes a wide range of activities that convert the raw material into the finished product. The outputs are the end products and the income earned from it. In case of a textile industry, the inputs may be cotton, human labor, factory, and the transport cost. The processing includes the spinning, weaving, dyeing, and printing. The output is the shirt you wear. Industrial region emerge when a number of industries locate close to each other and share the benefit of their closeness. Major industrial region of the world are the Eastern North America, Western and Central Europe, Eastern Europe and Eastern Asia. Major ओके यहाँ पे क्या है? पूरा वर्ड इंडस्ट्रियल बेल्ट है पूरी, और ये इंडस्ट्रियल रीजन है सब, ये पूरी इंडस्ट्रियल बेल्ट है. ओके, industrial region tend to be located in the temperate areas near seaport, especially near the coal field. Temperate region near seaport, especially near the coal field. India has several industries region like Mumbai, Pune cluster, Bangalore, Tamil Nadu, Hooghly region, Ahmedabad, Baroda, Chota Nagpur industrial belt, Visakhapatnam, Guntur region, Gurgaon, Delhi Meerut region, and Kollam, Thiruvananthapuram industrial cluster. Industries accident disasters mainly occur due to technical failure of or irresponsible handling of the hazardous material. One of the worst industrial disasters of all time occurred in Bhopal on 3 December 1984 around 12:30 am. It was a technological accident in which a highly poisonous methyl isocyanate gas along with the hydrogen cyanide and other reaction products leaked out to the pesticide factory. Methyl isocyanate gas along with hydrogen cyanide and other reaction product lead out of the pesticide factory at the Union Carbide. The official death toll was 3,598 in 1989. Thousands who survive still suffer from many ailments like blindness, impaired immune system, gastrointestinal disorders. In another incident on 23 December 2005, due to a gas well blowout, एक गैस की well थी blowed out in Gao Kiok, Chongqing, China. 243 people died, 9,000 were injured, 64,000 were evacuated. Many people died because they were unable to run after the explosion. Those who could not escape in time suffered burn to their eyes, skin and lungs from the gas. Rescue operation in Gaokyo. Densely populated residential areas should be prepared far away from the industrial areas. People staying in the vicinity of industry should be aware of the storage of toxin or the substance and the possible effects in the case if an accident occurs. Fire warning and fighting system should be improved. Fire warning, fighting system, and the storage capacity of toxic substance should be limited. Storage capacity of toxic substance should be limited. Fire warning, fire fighting, storage capacity of toxin should be limited. Pollution dispersion qualities in the industry should be improved. Emerging industries are also known as sunrise industries. They include information technology, wellness and hospital. Emerging industries also known as sunrise industries, IT, wellness, hospitality and the knowledge. Distribution of major industry. The word major industries are the iron and the steel industry, the textile industry and the information technology industry. The iron and steel and textile industry are the older industries, while information technology is an emerging industry. The word major industries are the pollution dispersion qualities in the industry. The world's major industries are the iron and steel industry, the textile industry and the information technology. The iron and steel and textile industry are the older industries, while IT is an emerging industry. Okay. Moni, the countries in which iron and steel industry is located are Germany, USA, China, Japan. Industrial textile industry is concentrated in India, Hong Kong, South Korea, Japan, Taiwan. The major hubs of the IT industry are the Silicon Valley of the Central California and the Bangalore region of India. Silicon Valley of Central California and Bangalore region of India. Iron and steel industry. Like other industry, iron and steel industry too comprises various input, the process and the output. This is a feeder industry whose products are used as raw material for other industry. The inputs of the industry include the raw materials such as iron ore, coal, limestone, along with the labor, capital, site and other infrastructure. The process of converting the iron ore into steel involves many stages. The raw material is put into the blast furnace where it undergoes melting. It is then refined. The output obtained is a steel, which may be used by other industries as raw material. Smelting the process in which the metals are extracted from the ores by heating beyond a melting point. ये IT है wellness है, hospitality and knowledge. Okay, 8 tons of coal, 4 tons of iron ore, 1 ton of limestone, 1 ton of steel. Steel is tough and it can be easily shaped, cut or made into wire. Special alloys of steel can be made by adding small amount of other material such as aluminium, nickel, copper. Alloy gives steel unusual hardness, roughness, toughness or ability to resist rust. Hardness, toughness and rust. Steel is often called the backbone of the modern industry. Almost everything we use is either made of iron or steel or has been made with the tools and machinery of these materials. Substrate in trucks and autos are made largely of steel. Even the safety pins and needles you use are made from steel. All wheels are drilled with a steel machinery. Steel pipeline in transport. Oil minerals are mined with steel equipment. Farm machines are mostly steel. Large buildings have a steel framework from iron to steel in the blast furnace. Before 1800, iron and steel industry was located where raw materials, power supply and running water were easily available. Later, the ideal location for the industry was near the coal field and close to the canal and पहले जहाँ पे raw material, power supply and running water. Later, the ideal location for the industry was near the coal field, canal and railway. After 1995, steel industry began to be located on large areas of the flat land near the seaport. This is because of this time steel works had become very large and iron had to be transported from overseas. The best location from 1800 to 1895. The best location before 1800 AD. And this is the best location since 1950. In India, iron and steel industry has developed taking एक सेकेंड, ये आयरन एंड स्टील है. यहाँ पर देखो यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका में बहुत सारी जगह, कनाडा, ये ब्राज़ील में है, साउथ अफ्रीका में है, यूरोप में तो कितनी जगह, जर्मनी, इंडिया में इधर नॉर्थ ईस्ट की तरफ है, और यहाँ पे जापान में भी है, चाइना में, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में दिख रही है. ओके, एडवांटेज ऑफ द रॉ मटेरियल, यहाँ पे रॉ मटेरियल भी है, चीप लेबर, transport and market. Advantage of raw material, transport, cheap labor and market. All the important steel production centers such as the Bhilai, Banpur, Durgapur, Jamshedpur, Raurkela, Bokaro or situated in a region that spread over 4 states: West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh. West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Bhadravati and Vijayanagar in Karnataka, Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, Salem in Tamil Nadu are other important steel centers utilizing locally chosen Jamshedpur. Before 1947, there was only one iron and steel plant in the country, the Tata Iron Tisco. Tata Iron and Steel Company Limited. It was privately owned. After independence, the government took the initiative for set up the several iron and steel plant. Tisco was started in 1997 at Sakshi, near the confluence of the river Subarnarekha and Karkai in Jharkhand. At Sakshi, Tisco 1997, Sakshi River Subarnarekha and Karkai in Jharkhand. Later on, Sakshi was renamed as Jamshedpur. Or geographically, Jamshedpur is the most conveniently situated iron and steel industry in the country. Okay, Subarnarekha River, Karkai River to Aditipur golf course. Sakshi was chosen to set up the steel plant for several reasons. This place was only 32 km from the Kalimati station in the Bengal-Nagpur railway line. It was close to the iron ore, coal, manganese deposit as well as the Kolkata, which provided large market. Tesco gets coal from the Jharia coalfield and iron ore, limestone, dolomite, manganese from Odisha and Chhattisgarh. The Kharkai Subarnarekha River is sufficient water supply. Government initiative provide adequate capital for its later development. In Jepso, several other industrial plants were set up after Tisco. They produce chemical, locomotive parts, agriculture equipment, machinery, tin plate, cable and wire. And the development of the iron and steel industry opened the doors to rapid industrial development in India. Almost all sectors of the Indian industry depend heavily on the iron and steel industry for their basic infrastructure. The Indian iron and steel industry consists of a large integrated steel plant as well. The development of the iron and steel industry opened the doors of a rapid industrial development. In India, almost all the sectors of Indian industry depend heavily on the iron and steel industry for their basic infrastructure. The Indian iron and steel industry consists of large integrated steel plant as well as mini steel mills. It also includes the secondary producer, rolling mill, ancillary industries. Pittsburgh. It is an important steel city of the United States of America. The steel industry at the Pittsburgh enjoys the locational advantage. Some of the raw materials such as the coal is available locally. Coal, while the iron ore comes from the mines at Minnesota, about 1500 kilometers from the Pittsburgh. Between these mines and the Pittsburgh is one of the world's best route for shipping ore cheaply. The famous Great Lake waterway trains carry the ore from the Great Lake to the Pittsburgh area. The Ohio, Monongahela, Allegheny River provide adequate water supply. Ohio, Monongahela, Allegheny. Allegheny. The name of the Great Lakes are the Superior, Huron, Ontario, Michigan. Erie Lake Superior is the largest of all, where it lies highest upstream than other. Today, very few of the large steel mills are in Pittsburgh itself. They are located in the valleys of the Monongahela and the Allegheny River above Pittsburgh and along the Ohio River below it. Finished steel is transported to the market by both land and water route. The Pittsburgh area has many factories other than the steel mill. These use steel as a raw material to make many different products such as the railroad equipment, heavy machinery, and rail. The Pittsburgh area has many factories other than the steel mill. They use steel as a raw material to make many different products such as the railroad equipment, heavy machinery, and the rail. Thank you so much.